Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is an update on my previous video which I have made on March 26th. As you can see, after that, as I said, if we see a breakout for a SPA coin, we will be probably seeing a big momentum, and that happened. As you can see, after the breakout, it actually went from 0.016 to as high as 0.027, breaking the recent high, which was pretty big. So as it did break the recent high, we'll discuss what that means from now on. And so first of all, we'll look at the updates and why this breakout happened and why the price is actually doing pretty good as of now. So let's look at the recent developments and recent updates on what is going on with Sperax. So the big one is that their APY is actually improving. So at first it was 11% and it went to 12% on April 2nd, and after that it went to 14%, and after that it went to 16%, and it went to 18%. So why this happened, they said that they will actually explain it soon enough and what is going on. So another big update they actually got ARB tokens by Arbitrum councils, which was pretty big, and they also had something called AMA with Arbitrum, as you can see, and I think which could be one of the reasons why it actually did pretty good. As you can see, they actually got tweeted by the Arbitrum, and Arbitrum has over 1 million following, and whereas if you look at the Sperax, it only has around 33k. So I think that may be one of the reasons why it actually pumped. And on the April 14th, if we look here, so we are here. So I think this big pump actually came from that. So if we look at how much token they got, this is if we go to the Arbitrum token distribution, as you can see, these were the project which actually requested the ARB, and they also show the quantity how much they got. So if we scroll down below, we have a Sperax here. So we have a Sperax, as you can see, they actually got 250k tokens, which is pretty big. That means if we do transfer that to Arbitrum, just a second, I will do that here. So in that amounts to actually, let's just see how much is that. So that amounts to around 358k dollars, which is pretty high amount. So I think that is most likely another reason why Sperax is up today. So these are the two biggest updates for Sperax. So if we look at the analytics, we also have a pretty good burn this week. So as you can see, on the March 30th, we had around 40k SPA coin burned, which was pretty good, and they did not have that much activity going on before that. And I think we will also see a pretty good amount burned in this week as well. So pretty good so far. So another thing is that we have to look at their roadmap. So as of now, they have not actually updated anything on the subtract, which is not that good. If we had any more update on when the Demeter 2.0 is coming, or when we have if we look here in the Q2, we also have something called, we had a public release for the Demeter 2.0, which actually did not happen in the April. And if we also have something called public beta launch and community feedback for the CDP stablecoin, we also have decentralized front-end development and testing. We also have USTS 2.0 addition of new collateral and strategies, I think that is the most likely reason why the APY is up. So they may have actually introduced new strategies, and that could be the reason why their APY is up from 11% to 18%, which is pretty big. So I think once they release the explanation, we will have more info on that. And another thing we have coming in Q2, we also have governance, more public functions and governance mechanism to manage USTS on chain, which could be pretty good as well. So after that, we have their actually TVL. Their TVL actually is not doing that great still. It did go up slightly, but not that much. And if we look at their TVL in numbers, it's not doing that cool. And if we look at their stable coins are either stable let's just wait and see once they come up. So stable coins is still not good. They most of them have are in the ARB, as you can see. As for governance, I don't think they have anything going on their governance as well, so nothing going on here. So if we look at the Sperax USTS and see if we have anything here or not, just a second. So this is the actually this is so if we look here, we don't have that much going on Arbitrum chain, neither here. So this is the tokens breakdown which are backing the Sperax. I believe most of it's LUSD. So LUSD, I think, just a second, I'll just check that. So it is a liquidity USD. So when it comes to the USDS, if we look here, we will let's just see if the okay, so it's not doing that great. I don't think it lost any peg, but still it's not doing that great. As you can see, the peg has been stable so far, but it's slightly going down and going up. Yes. So in terms of another update, we also have token flows. If you look here, I think these are the outflows as well along with that. So if I will just go here, so these are the recent outflows and flows. We do have a pretty good inflows, as you can see, around 16k and so on. We did have a pretty good outflow as well, but it has been recently actually doing slightly good. So in terms of token inflows, let's just see what is happening here. So in terms of token inflows, we do have pretty good token inflows. We did have outflows, but still the inflows have been great so far. So in terms of the Sperax Demeter, their Demeter is doing actually pretty good. If you look here, the USD inflows have actually gone out. So they have actually gone out and in. That means we have a pretty good activity behind the back. So in terms of their token inflows, I think that is also the same across the line. So now let's just move on to their price action, price analysis, and price prediction and see what is going on there. So this breakout was a pretty good, and I think because of that it actually went up again. So we did have this actually rejection from 0.27 level. So I will just try to open another pair which has a more history, because this one does not have that much history. Let's just see if MEXC, let's just try to check the CoinGecko and see which one has the highest volume. So we'll just look at the price action here. So let's just go to 4-hourly chart. So I think after this big breakout, we did have a lot of sellers coming in here, and they actually sold the token. And I think we do have a pretty good demand zone, and I think this could be a pretty valid demand zone around here. So if we are able to get entry around 0.17 to 0.165, I think that could be a pretty big bounce back point, because they have a pretty good updates coming in Q2, and I think if they are able to actually able to release those updates, the coin will most likely do good in the future. But as of now, as you can see, it has the highest volume on Coinbase, so we cannot actually check it on other exchanges. But let's just see if we have any resistance around here. So if we look here, we do have a resistance around I don't think we have anything here. So still let's see if we have anything going on here. So we don't have actually any resistance according to the CoinGecko, I believe, but we do have a pretty good resistance around 0.038. So we have to be careful when it actually goes up. So if we go here, so I think we have a pretty good resistance around, just a second, I will draw it for you. So we have a resistance around here. So if as it has made a new high, so this was a new high which it actually made. I will just a second. So this was a new high which it actually made. So I think that actually says a pretty significant thing, and I think if we have a slightly more hype and their APY starts to go up even more, I think we will have more demand for Sparkcoin, and that will most likely that may actually most likely pump the coin to new highs. And we actually did break this high. So it, of course, it did not hold the level, but I think if it does go up and it breaks this level, I think we will be most likely heading towards 0.38 level, and it could actually happen if it does go out. But as of now, it seems to be going down, and I think we do have pretty good entry around at this point. If not, we can actually enter around 0.014 or 0.0148 or